violence.
I need to talk to you about something that's got me absolutely pissed off. The NYPD is out here throwing vendors food away. You heard me right, throwing food away. You know those vendors, the hardworking people who are busting their ass day and night just to try to survive, the immigrants, the small business owners, the people who literally feed our communities. And what does the NYPD do? They confiscate their food and throw it away like it's trash. Meanwhile, over 1 million people in New York City alone are struggling with food insecurity, millions nationwide, and yet this is how public resources are being.
So apparently, just for clarification, I guess this is food that that didn't sell, so people come together with good and they feed it to the homeless, and the cops come along and just throw it away like it's trash. I believe that Eric Adams had a lot to do with this. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, you know, later on that find out that Eric Adams is complicit in this. Like Eric Adams is a cop, so yes, cops do cop things. So I'm gonna let it continue.
Used, enforcing some ridiculous crackdown where perfectly good food gets tossed while kids are going hungry. This isn't public service, this is public harm, destroying the livelihoods and wasting food that could be feeding the hungry. And the worst part, they're doing it without any accountability, no plan to donate the food, no effort to work with food banks, no compassion whatsoever. The system is broken and it's failing the people it pretends to protect. If the NYPD even wanted to pretend about protecting and serving, this wouldn't be possible. Stop punishing people who are just trying to get by, and for God's sake, stop throwing good food away while people are starving. This has to stop now. Share if you agree. Demand a.
So yeah, so that's it. That's New York's finest for you. You know, they, to protect and serve. Hell, every police department says that we protect and serve when you taking food out of kids' mouths, out of adults' mouths. Like, and you heard the guy said, like, people in New York are struggling with food insecurity. So a lot of people is not either going to bed hungry or going to bed literally starving to death because they can't afford to buy food that should have been free to begin. Like, I just, that shit like that makes me so angry. Yeah, I'm trying to watch what I say, trying to change my language, but yeah, like, you know, cops ain't shit. And Joe Biden said, no, let's not defund the police, let's fund the police. And you got Trump out there saying, cops, we need police, we need police, we need police. Like, yeah, yeah, they do this and they harass and intimidate people. Yeah, we need damn near armed thugs out in the street, making people's lives a living hell. But hey, and then the icing on the cake about this, then I get to the last one. This last one I got a lot to say. Um, like these people, train with the IDF, and you see what the IDF is doing to the Palestinian people in Gaza right now. So yeah, like I mean, yeah, they're not good people. They never been good people. I mean, there was originally slave owners in the United States, so that right there should tell you all you need to know about policing. Like we can police ourselves. Like I think us as commentator left commentators, especially black leftist commentators, is not really much of us out there, but a few that do this, like we need to start preaching that. Like we could police ourselves, we could protect each other. Like we don't need no armed thugs. Like they did so much damage to our community as it is. Work with the government to plant drugs. Um, I mean not plant drugs, but during the '80s, the crack epidemic and all that stuff. Like just so much shit. So